Hi, sir. Hey. You took forever. Man.
What's up, y'all? We are live on YouTube right now. We are live on YouTube. We're getting ready to start. So, good. All right, let me do... Ready?
You want to plug up real quick?
Here. Oh.
She plugged it in something. Like...
Okay, I got it. I'm out too much and then I can't charge. Okay. Here we go. Now you're gonna... I'm gonna introduce. When I say... I'm gonna say it's... Mark my words. With Mark Hagan. Then you take it away. Got it?
What do you want me to do?
Turn it on.
Now, you know when you first come on, you...
You tried that?
Me? I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. So you need to add something. Okay, we're talking about the 10 main causes. The 10 main causes of this. Mark my words. Something like that, yeah. 10 most common health issues. My bad.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
You said, what you said you're gonna do? So you're gonna say what you're gonna say?
Introduce you. It's gonna have. I'm
Is
getting
there a
ready to
delay?
go. On the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But not here. So we're live now, and you are number 3 and 2. Okay, here we go.
You are listening to KIRC Talk Radio, where talk is never cheap.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Mark My Words with Mark Hagan.
Hey, what's going on? This is Mark My Words. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's great. Everybody's great. We're going to talk about the top 10 most common health issues. I've been getting a lot of people, a lot of feedback on this, and I've been studying a lot about it, and I just wanted to talk to the people about helping them with these health issues, helping them, and I'm seeing more and more young people. So it used to be where, you know, overweight and diabetes and so forth were issues were, you know, when you're in your 40s or 50s. So I'm seeing more and more, you know, early 30s and late 20s people being diabetic, and I really want to focus on the hypertension that's with stress, and I really want to talk about it. And if y'all have any questions, I want you to call in or tap into on Facebook and say something about what issues you're having. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what issues you have, and I want to answer the question the best I can to help you be cured of those issues. Okay. And our number is 712-775-7085, and the access code is 257034. And the pound key, okay? So y'all hit me up if you have any questions, and we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about, you know, let's talk about being overweight and obesity, okay? Being weight and obesity. We want to talk about how you know, some people think being obese is somebody who's 300 pounds or more. You can be 190 pounds and be considered obese because it's based upon your BMI. Your BMI is your body mass index, okay? And you want your body mass index to stay in between 18 and 24. For some African Americans, you know, black women, they're a little more curvy, so you can kind of stretch it out a little bit. But for the most part, we want to keep that into, if your height, your age, and your weight should be in between 18 and 24. So getting that checked out, you know, going to your local gym, coming to see me, I can help you with that. And I really want to stress that you need to know what your BMI is. If you think you are borderline obesity or obese, because your fat to muscle ratio could be very high, and that all boils down back to your eating habits, your stress level, and so forth and so on. Okay. So obesity. You know, and again, I'm stressing this out to you. It doesn't have an age on obesity. You know, it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, or and your size. It matters on the ratio of fat to muscle. Okay. I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to understand that. And if y'all have any questions, I'm still here. So I want y'all to tune in, say something. Hey, what's going on, Tavoris? Hey, Jackie, I see you. And I see you, Miss Sharice, Erica, Rob, what's going on, man? But yes, okay, going back to obesity. Okay, so I want to talk about even being diabetic, type 2 diabetic. I've seen that too. I've seen a lot of it being people being diabetic and heart disease, stroke, and it's a lot of it is happening because of family, what we eat at our homes, and so forth and so on. What we're feeding ourselves and what we're giving to our kids. You know, I had somebody come in not too long ago, and it was like, man, I gotta have my pork chop. having your pork chop can cause, a lot of issues because you saying that you have to have something it's very, very powerful. Okay, so I want you to understand that.
That was me.
I know, it's all good. It's all
Hey
good.
y'all, it's all good.
I'm like,
I love it. We was getting feedback. Oh man. But anyway, having that pork chop can cause you to have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and so forth. So we want to try to limit the times that you're eating those porks and that beef because that causes your metabolism to slow down. It causes so much other stuff, and you have to limit yourself. Life is a balance. Okay, life is a big balance. So I want y'all to just slow down on that if y'all can. And just always know that you don't have to say I have to have something. If you eat more salads, the healthier you'll be. You eating stuff that's from the earth. The broccoli, the salad, the lettuce. The onion, the tomatoes, and the potatoes, and so forth. Okay. So yes. So if anybody else, I see Tavoris. Hey, what's going on, man? Kevin, how are you doing? Good to see you, bro. What's up? What's up? But yeah, anybody, come on. Somebody ask me a question. Ask me a question. I'm talking about this obesity. I want to see, do y'all know anyone? Have y'all seen anybody? Or do you have this obesity problem? If you do, let me know. Say something. If you have any question on obesity, on what's the causes. And let's talk about the causes. I mean, the causes are about what you eat. How much, why it depends on your ratio of eating. Now, I always give this example on your portion control. Okay, you want to have a good portion control. You want to make sure your protein is the size of your palm. Okay, protein the size of your palm. That's your chicken, your beef, your turkey. Okay, and your fish. Okay, you want to keep that portion control at a minimal. Okay, you have your carbs. Your potato, your sweet potato, your rice, your brown rice. Any of that you want to keep it in this range. Okay. What happened?
Somebody said they just finished cooking pork chop.
Oh, yeah. Got him. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, the pork chops, man. I love pork chops too, but you just gotta monitor what you eat. You gotta monitor what you eat because at the end of the day, pigs, and they eat. What do the pigs eat?
Watch out.
Exactly.
Watch out now.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Mark.
I'm just being real. Pigs eat slop. They eat anything. You throw anything in there, they eat anything. So.
But that bacon sure is good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really understand, and I was talking to Tia today, and she was like, "Mark, do you really understand how hard it is for some people just to change their eating? For me, it's like, man, hey, it is, or I do it or I don't. I just change. My mindset is like that. But for some people, it's a battle. It's a constant battle. It's a big battle because eating something that you've been eating for your whole life and then trying to switch it is a transition, and I always say to myself is, it's the affirmations of what I've learned, and what I say is, if I want change, I have to be willing to change, because I can't do the same thing and expect a different result, because what that ends up being is being insanity, and I don't want to be insane. Okay, so I have to change it up. I have to change it up, and I have to face the fear, because basically all it is fear. You fear that if I do not eat this pork chop, or if I do eat salad, it's gonna taste nasty. I've tasted before and I've tried it and I failed. So you basing it off of past or something that you don't know. Because if you do it, you'll get what you're looking for. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. I believe if the more you do it, be consistent. The more results will come. So the pork chop, hey, try not to fry it. Try not to fry it, try to grill it, just grill
but
it
I can still eat some every now and then.
Every now and then,
Or bake it.
Or bake it, yeah, put it in the oven, yeah.
Ooh, I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that, okay? So yes, anybody else have any questions? Hey, Tanya, what's going on? Floyd, how are you? Kashawn, I ain't seen you in a long time. Hey, you. You have any other questions on there? Anybody got a question? All right, well, we're gonna go into let's go into I've seen a lot of people too. I mean, I've been doing this research, and I've seen with sleep apnea. Has anybody experienced anything with sleep apnea? Sleep apnea has been going on because just people just overweight, and it's causing people to sleep a long time, and breathing has been very, 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 very hard to breathe because of the fat they have around their heart and stuff like that. Yeah, man, sleep apnea. So I mean, the way you eat, man, it tells the way you live your life, the way you do things, the energy that you have. I mean, I always say how a train used to go where you have your coal. Okay, you have coal, you put coal on the fire, and if you submerge the fire with the coal, it's gonna slow your train down. But if you put a little bit of coal, let your train go. Put a little bit of coal, let your train go. That's how your metabolism is, and that's how your body works. So if you put a little bit on, and you keep driving, you keep put a little on, keep driving, and that's how you're supposed to eat. You're supposed to eat to be satisfied, and not to be full. So when you're full, that's when you get groggy and sleepy and irritated and so forth.
Yeah, but some people do it because of the fact that it's they get the food because it's convenient.
Yes.
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
around them. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's just like, I believe that's why that.
Yeah, that's why I believe you too. People. Okay, think of this. It's fast food. People say fast food this, fast food that. It's convenient. I don't have time to cook. Okay, let's write this down. Let's see how long it's gonna take you to get fast food. So okay, if we wanted to go right now and go get Jack in the Box, right? So we go to Jack in the Box. So we all say, hey, I want Big Mac. I mean, I want a Jumbo Jack, so forth and so on. So we go to it'll take 10 minutes to get there. We gotta wait in line, so let's say another 8 minutes to get your food. So that's 18 minutes that we spent on getting our food, leaving from where we were, and then coming back. So we got another 10 minutes coming back. Or we'll cut it back to 8 minutes. Okay, so we got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we got 26 minutes. 26 minutes that we spent on just going to get Jack in the Box. But we said it was fast food, right? But we just went 26 minutes. Okay, so now let's break it down and let's do a meal prep. Let's do what we should do to help get us to our goals quicker and eating better and eating healthier, okay? Because a real healthy meal only takes minutes, a few minutes. Okay, so we'll put chicken breast, or we'll do fish, what I did last night. Okay, so we'll do grilled fish, and then we can do microwavable green beans that's frozen. Okay, so that'll take 5 minutes in the microwave. Okay, grilled fish, you put fish on one side, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Other side, another 4 minutes. So we'll say 10 minutes tops to do fish. And we do 5 minutes, and that's still within the 10 minutes because you can do them at the same time. The fish and the green beans, right? All right, so then we can do minute rice. And when you broil the minute rice takes 5 minutes if you broil it? If you boil it? Okay. So we still under this 10 minutes. And we hadn't got up, we had to go change, we had to put no clothes on, we had to do none of that. Okay? So we're still in 10 minutes. And I'll just add, 5 more minutes because you got a phone call, because your girl called you or something, So we had 15 minutes and we can prep 3 days worth of meals in 15 minutes where you ate one time, but you say fast food, and it took you 26 minutes. So if I have 3 meals, so okay, well then if you want to be technical, we can say those 3 meals for 3 days, right? So those 3 meals for 3 days, and we broke it up. So that's really took us 5 minutes, if you're a numbers person, to do each one of those meals. Because you have your meals for the next day, you don't have to do nothing. You put it in the microwave.
Oh,
right? Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
See, but we always saying that fast food is more convenient, but really, no, it isn't. It really isn't more convenient, and it's not cheaper.
Okay,
and it's not cheaper as well. You're gonna spend more, and it's gonna take more time to go to fast food. So we saying fast food is more convenient and it's cheaper. Nope. Try again. That's a lie.
So fast food is not faster.
It's not faster. I just broke it down for you right there. It's not faster. If you cook fish takes what? 10 minutes. Minute rice, 5 minutes. Yeah. And then you got green beans, 5 minutes. So that's still 15 minutes.
Oh wow. And
and that's 3 meals you have right there. That quick, that fast. So I just showed you. You're fast food. Try again. That can't be an excuse. So I eliminated that one.
Can't be an excuse.
I eliminated it.
He did. That was pretty good though.
Yeah, I really researched that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, and another thing I wanted to talk about, and that was high blood pressure. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of that too. A lot of high blood pressure. I see a lot of high blood pressure in the black community, Hispanic community, and in whites, everybody. Because high blood pressure comes, it can either be genetic, or it can be because of bad diet and stress. Okay.
Yeah.
And stress is, man, it's a beast. Stress is a beast. You know, we go to work, you have your kids, you have all this other stuff, you're going through. But what I learned is, man, what you have to do, because what people do, they'll wake up in the morning. Okay, we're going to talk about stress first, okay, for high blood pressure. We're going to break them all down. Okay, so high blood pressure, we said, is genetic, okay? Mm-hmm. And then we said stress, and then we said bad eating. So we say diet. Okay. So genetic, it's kind of hard to do anything about genetics because you can't do anything about it. You just live, you're just born with it, okay? So if that's the case, then what you have to do is you have to, monitor it, make sure your blood pressure is fine, with less of the other two that causes high blood pressure with stress or diet and so forth,
Right.
So I would always, work on those. So let's go, so by doing those, we're gonna go to stress. All right, stress. So you wake up in the morning, okay, you go to work, you go to work, and then you got people asking you to do this, asking you to do that, asking you to do all these other things. You handle your business at work, and then you come home. And I think a lot of people do, they take work, they take it home. You think about what they did at work, what you got to do, you have to learn how to turn it off, turn work off. When you turn work off, then you can focus on your kids or focus on your eating and focus on you. And that's what you have to do. And I feel like people don't know how to turn stuff off and turn it back on. Turn it off, turn it back on. When you're with your kids, turn it on with your kids for a little while, play with them, do what they need to do their homework and all that. And after that, turn it off. Then if you have your time, then you got to make sure you do your time, make sure you make you happy. And then, you and your significant other, this is about y'all. And then after that, turn it off. You have to know how to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. I think we so scatterbrained because we got so many distractions.
Wow.
We got so many distractions. We have, we got bills. We have our bosses on us because we got to get something done. Okay, then we have school. Then we have kids. And then we have kids not passing in class or they misbehaving in class. Then you got your husband your husband wants you to make sure the house is clean. He wants to make sure if the food is cooked. Want to make sure the kids are clean.
But you can't say husband because some people are single.
Okay, I'm just throwing something.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Some people are single.
Yes, well, okay, and if you're single, you got to make sure the clothes are folded. Your house is clean. Your dish is not in the sink. You got so many other distractions that you have to learn how to do one thing at a time and then cut it off. Because what happens is you're gonna have so much on your plate.
Right.
You ain't gonna know what to do. You're gonna be overwhelmed. And I feel that's when stress comes. It's about control. I feel like that's what it's about. It's about control.
Really?
We want to control us. We want to control you to act this way.
Mm-hmm.
We want to control you to act this way when the only person you can control is you.
That's it.
That's what I believe. Yeah. I don't know anybody else, but I feel like we want to control everything and everybody, and we want people to act a certain way because the only time you're upset is you can't control something. Because, why else would you be upset?
Right.
So I feel like people are upset about a situation, a circumstance that they can't fix. They feel like they can't fix. Okay? So I spoke to a young lady today.
Uh-huh.
And I do this with my kids. I pick them up every morning and I say, Hannah, who are you? Hannah, I want you to say who you are. That's how you're going to say it. I want you to say, I am, and you finish what it is. So she said, I am happy. I said, good. I said, MJ, who are you? What are you? He say, I am fast, because he likes to run. I said, okay, cool.
These are your kids?
These are my kids. Mm-hmm. Yes. I say, Samar, what are you? She say, I am a dancer. I said, oh, you sure are. I said, oh, I am rich. That's what I said. I'm like, oh, okay, Daddy. So, and we went again. I said, Hannah, who are you? And she was like, I am sad. I'm like, sad? What are you sad? What are you sad about? She was like, okay, well, no. She said, I am in love with myself. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I like that too. And then went back to MJ. So I'm just saying, what you say, I am behind that means a lot because whatever you say, that's what you really feel you are, and that's who you are. So again, I'm gonna go back to I was talking to this young lady today. Okay, I was asking her, hey, who are you? And she was saying, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. She made a list about 10 things. 10 things. And all the whole 10 things were negative. All of them were negative.
Really?
Everything. Everything was negative. I'm like, why? It's so hard for people to be positive. It's hard. If I say, hey, stop, be positive, or change it around, they, you know, and I feel like I'm not saying, okay, you watch the news. I know I'm kind of veering off, but it's still, it's making my point.
Right.
Okay, you watch the news. They're going to go to the darkest place in the city. They're going to go to, it's raining, right? It's raining in Houston. It's raining. They're going to go to the darkest place where it's cloudy, and they got stuff all on the ground. And, and they got a trash can flipped over. And, you know, you see a cat, you know, in the dirt. You know, you're going to see all this crazy stuff in this one little area, and it's raining over here. But if you go down the street, around the corner, it's not raining at all. And I feel like what people, what they do is try to show you that so much negative. Okay, have you seen anybody get shot before? Well, I watch the news. I see somebody get shot every day. In your neighborhood, you know, somebody gets shot.
Well, it's because you're programmed. We're programmed to think negative.
Exactly.
I mean, you're gonna. I mean, that's what
I believe that.
Your thoughts are gonna go strictly to negative.
I believe that. I believe they program you to think negative. That's why I don't really watch TV that much. I'm a read. I like to read because I like my imagination to flow, and I can see things, I can do things, because I feel like that's what, you know, it helps me relieve stress. That's what, because we're talking about stress. And that's what I feel like that's what prayer is. You can't see anything. When you pray, your eyes are closed. You're trying to imagine you being something, or you succeeding, you doing something, you know?
Right.
Your eyes have to be closed. And that's what faith is, you know, without ceasing, without seeing what it is. Because we think our reality is what it is. But our reality isn't. Our reality is right now. And you can change right now if you believe, you know, what's about to happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I think what people will do is they stress because they trying to fight for right now. Right now, their current situation. If they don't like the current situation, that's when stress comes. If you don't like it, that's the only thing. You don't like what's going on right now, that causes stress.
Right.
I think it's simple like that.
Exactly.
And if you want something to change, you have to be willing to change. You have to think differently.
Change your thought process.
Change your thought process. So when she gave me those 10 things, I was like, okay. And I said, now give me some. You know, now let's go positive. She gave me 3. I said, well, you gave me all this negative. Why you gonna only give me 3? Well, that's all I could think of. No.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. We program because, and she was like, well, this is true. She was like, this is true. This is true who I am and what I am. I said, okay. So you feel like all those 10 things, you think that's, okay. So I'm like, okay. So then if you feel like all 10 of these are you and they're negative, and the only 3 things good about you, I said, I don't believe that. And she was like, well, I do. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, so what is faith to you? And she was like, well, faith to me is not knowing, you know, praying and ceasing or believing in something that I can't see. And I'm like, okay. So then, well, how can you change that?
Right. And
she's like, well, I can't change it. So I'm like, well, yeah, we'll change it. You got to change the way you feel about this. Change the way you feel about that. Change the way you feel about this. And all it is a mindset change to believing that you can do it. Because the rich man, the healthy man, was once unhealthy.
You said
it. You know, the rich man was once poor. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But people think it's just like, you know, no. You know, it takes time and what I always tell myself, man, Mark, it's all good. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the process.
Right.
Fall in love with the process. Because if I don't fall in love with it, because the process is what make me. The process is what make me to who I am and who I'm trying to become. And it's going to have to be the same thing for you. Because if you keep on fighting the process, you're never going to get to to what you're trying to get to because you're in a negative mindset. You're in a stressful mindset. So how you gonna get something out of a stressful mindset? You can't. You can't. You can't.
Wow.
Okay, it's a study, and it's a study where let's see, I think it was Penn State. They did a study on negative mindset and positive mindset. And if you think it's not true, try it at home. This is what you do. You get 2 bottles of water. Okay? You put a bottle of water in one hand, you put a bottle of water in the other hand, and you put both bottles of water in the freezer, and you label it. You label one of them good thoughts, label the other one bad thoughts. It sounds crazy as heck, I know, but this is true. It's been studied, and you can look it up if you want to. All right. So you get one of them, and you say all the bad things you can think of. You say to this water bottle, right? I know it sounds crazy, but let's keep listening. You say, "Oh man, this sucks. Oh, this bottle of water tastes nasty. Oh, this bottle of water is gross. Oh, this bottle of water is whatever." You can say anything, okay? Put the bottle of water up, then you get the other one, and you say nothing but good stuff. You say, "Oh, this bottle of water tastes good. Oh, it's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, man, it does so much. You know, does so much for me." Okay, and if you get both of those bottles of water and you do it for 7 to 30 days, right? And you put this bottle of water as it's frozen, and you put it under a microscope, one will be the one that is bad, the one you sow all those negative thoughts to. It will look distorted. It will be a different color. And you look at the other one, you'll see like the I guess because it'll break down like it's a little snowflakes looking. Right. It will be crystal clear, and you can see the different. You'll see it'll look like it's supposed to look. It'll be crystal clear, and it wouldn't be distorted at all, or it wouldn't be discolored at all. That was crazy when I seen that. I've seen it done. I've seen it done, and that's how powerful I believe our thoughts are.
Our thoughts.
Our thoughts.
I
and
agree.
I think when you because that's the only thing. The way you perceive anything is the way it is. If you think negative, you get negative. That's just as simple as that.
If you think negative, you get negative. Yeah.
If you think positive, you get positive. If you see if I go outside and I see some roses outside and it has thorns on them, I can say, "Man, I love roses, but they ain't them thorns." Why? But then if I say, "Man, them thorns, but man, it's a pretty rose." Right. I changed my perspective. Right, exactly. It's the same thing. Right. But I looked at the thorns as being, okay, it's a bad thing, but it has roses on it. It has something beautiful on it. So if I'm looking at you, hey, you're overweight, you have high blood pressure. Hey, I see that you can overcome that if you just change the way you think. Change the way you think about yourself. Look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I want to change the way I feel about myself. I want to change the way I look at myself." Because at the end of the day, most of the time, we feel the way we feel about ourselves is because of what somebody else said. Because we don't look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I love you," or we don't talk to ourselves and say, because people think it's crazy. Right. Not me. I run every day, and I talk to myself, "Man, Mark, hey, gotta handle your business. Hey, Mark, I'm sorry, I have to, because the best advice anybody gonna ever give me is because of what I said." Exactly. Yeah. Because I can't depend on anybody to tell me how I feel about me.
Exactly. You don't wake up every morning and somebody's gonna call you and tell you, "Oh my God, you're beautiful. Exactly. Oh my God, you're gonna be great." If I wait on that, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like, "Oh my goodness." Right. Please. I want somebody to tell me they love me. I'm gonna wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. Somebody gonna tell me I love me today. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna see me. Beautiful. Exactly. No. Exactly. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna say it to myself, but hey, I'm gonna say it to you too. You know, hey, girl, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I mean it. I really do. But it's not trying to be selfish or anything like that. No. Right. No. It's not. I'm not conceited or nothing. Why? Why you feel arrogant? Why people think that? You know what I'm saying? It's just because they're programmed to think that.
Exactly. You know, we supposed to. How can I love you the best way I can, or the best way I'm supposed to, if I don't love myself? You can't. You can't. Or it's gonna be limited. It's gonna be limited. You know what I mean? Wow. So and I think, and the stress, man, that stress is a beast. I like to focus on it because I feel like that's what a lot of everything about, your diabetes, any of these causes of illness, I believe it's stress because it's how we feel about ourselves, and I feel like it comes with it. Right. I overeat, and it comes with the obesity. Why you overeat? Because I like food. Why food has that much power over you? Why we gotta make a life-changing decision on food? Why you got, what I'm saying? Because that's what, at the end of the day, that's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
It's an addiction. People talk about drugs. Nah, food is an addiction. The way you think is an addiction. You thinking negative all the time. You talk to somebody, oh man, it's all right. It's all right. Like, you woke up this morning. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the happiest person ever. Right. But I'm still trying. I'm still hanging in there. You're still hanging in there. You alive. You got. I see people who have strokes. And they can't move their arms. You got both arms. You got both feet. You got all your teeth. You got. You got. You fine. You can do anything. But I feel like we limit ourselves because we watching TV and it's showing all these other people doing stuff and they like, man, I wish that was me. And that goes back to the I am. I am what? What are you?
What are you?
Who are you?
You said it, Mark. Hey, I tell you what, Mark. Y'all listen. All this is awesome tonight. I hope that you all can join in. If you want to call in and talk with Mark on the radio, give us a call right here in the studio. That number is 712-775-7085. Enter the access code 257034 #. That number again to call in with your questions or your comments is 712-775-7085. Enter the access code 257034 #. Once you get in, press *6 to be placed in the queue. That lets us know if you want to ask a question or a comment. All right, everybody? All right, Mark, this is some good stuff. This really relates to me personally because I am dealing with both of those conditions. And I don't know where it came from. I honestly don't. Some people say, I know they say type 2 diabetes. I understand that. But this hypertension I've had since I was 20. I don't know where it came from. I wasn't overweight, anything like that. And the doctors, share that with me. But, it is what it is. I'm having to deal with it. And I like what you said about we've just got to change our way of thinking.
Yes. Change the way we I feel like I don't know if people read the Bible or they read self-help books or so forth and so on. I feel like you have to check yourself. You really have to check yourself, and I get checked too. Shoot. Yeah. My friends check me sometime. My girl check me sometime. You have to be willing to not be so defensive. Or having something on your shoulder when you're somebody's. Just listen to your heart. When you want something to change, you have to be willing to change. You really do have to be willing to change. And if in your situation with the type 2 diabetes, and if it's genetic, and if you eat healthy, you already eat healthy, and you just born with it. You just have to accept it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what. The more stress coming, and then, the type 3 diabetes, or it gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Because we're trying to control something we cannot control. If it's genetics and you already have it, what you gonna keep on looking at it and beating it up? What can you do?
What can you do?
What you do is you accept it and try to do better. Just keep eating healthy, keep working out, and reduce your stress. Reduce your stress by being happy. The more you're happy, the less stress you have.
Wow.
That's what I believe. Being happy, doing things that make you happy, because we compromise our happiness so much.
Have you heard of when people get stressed, they eat?
Yes.
And I was reading the other day, and you can, I don't know, you can shed some light on it, but I was reading the other day that when you get stressed, your body gives off certain chemicals that the brain sends the message to the brain. It sends the message to the brain that says eat, and you eat certain things, and then those chemicals that come that are given off in the body also creates this right here, y'all, my troubled area.
I'm a believer I believe people are a feeling, and we try to seek feelings. We try to seek feeling happy. We try to seek feelings of being rich. Seek feelings of being, because we want all this money. We want this car. We want this family. At the end of the day, because it's a feeling. It's an experience that we're looking for. Okay.
You said it.
So while people do the binge eating or the eating, because they're looking for a feeling. You're looking for comfort. You're looking for something to soothe that hurt or soothe that whatever you're feeling at the time. So if you're feeling down and you want to soothe yourself with some cookies tonight, that's what you're looking to do. You're looking for a feeling to at least try to be happy. Even if it's good or it's bad and that's what you want to do, eat cookies, even though it's not good for you if you have diabetes and you want to eat cookies, that's what you're choosing to do, but it's a feeling that you're seeking. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. Ooh.
Yeah.
You talking to, look, he preaching to the choir over here.
Oh, man.
I mean, because it's a challenge. I'm not going to lie. It is a challenge to change, period.
Yes.
And I recognize that change is the process. And so with me, Mark, changing my eating habits, we were talking this morning on our downtown walk. We walked this morning, my sister and I, and we were saying, why is it so difficult for us to change? We could change a whole lot of other things, but the eating habits are more of a challenge to change.
Okay. With anything, I believe it's a habit.
Yeah.
I believe it's a habit that can be broken. It's a habit that needs, that's the only way something's going to change. Until you break the habit and change the way you think. So if I wanted to go on a diet, okay, and I wanted to eat better, okay, I have to decide what I want to do, okay? When I decide what I want to do, I got to decide who I want to become, okay? Okay, so I got to decide, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds, okay? I have to decide how I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose this 20 pounds, okay? And the thing is, you don't have to really think about too much of the how it's going to get done. Right. You feel like you got to still, who you going to become, okay? So if I want to be 20 pounds, I have to act as if I'm 20 pounds lighter.
Wow.
Because I can't act, if I'm 200 pounds and I want to be 180, I can't act if I'm the same person I used to be, because the person I used to be got me to where I am now.
That's good. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The one I used to be like, got cookies at work, and they having cookies and they having donuts and all that stuff at work, and they having a party and they say, oh, everybody get cookies, y'all want them? And it's your choice to go and eat them or not.
Right.
But if you don't want, if you're the 180 person that you have to act as if you are, you have to say, nah, I'm okay. I'm gonna drink this protein shake or protein bar. I'm gonna eat this yogurt. I'm gonna eat these nuts that I know I should eat. And at the end of the day, I feel everybody knows what to eat.
They do.
Everybody knows what to eat. And if you say you don't, you're lying. You're lying. You just don't want to eat.
Oh.
Because I believe everybody is powerful. Everybody knows what to do. But they fearful, they make excuses, and they lie to themselves. They feel like that they're gonna stay where they are, and they're making a temporary situation permanent.
Yeah.
When you can change it.
Is it cheap to eat healthy?
Man, it could get expensive. It's how far you're trying to go.
Now, that's it right there.
Yeah. But see, it's always a way.
It's always a way?
It's always a way.
I hope Mark tell us about that one.
I believe it's always a way. Because just like I gave the fast food example, it's always a way. If you go to Walmart or you go to H-E-B or whatever, and you buy the chicken, the big bag of chicken, and it's cost you $10,
okay,
or $8. We have that. You get the mini rice for, I use mini rice. I'm sorry. You use the mini rice, it's gonna cost you $2-3. That's $13.
You got a point.
And you got, and you get your broccoli.
Okay.
And it's frozen broccoli, or you get the fresh. It don't matter. But if you get the frozen, that's gonna cost you another. If you get the big bag, it costs you $2-3. So you spending $15, and that's 4 meals. Like me, that's $5 a day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
$5 a day. Okay, boo, you hear that? I'm just telling my husband.
$3 a day.
I know you hear it, babe. I know you hear it. You hear what he's saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling my husband, you know I don't cook. So.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this lady does not cook people. Man, I don't know how she do it. But hey.
We're going to have to learn to do something. I'm going to have to learn to do something better because, you know, I will go out and find the food. You know, I'll go out and eat, and it becomes expensive, you know, to do that.
Yeah. And that's been I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. It's been an excuse for a long time. People say it's expensive, but it can be, but it's the way you do it. You know, because I feel okay if you write down. And I did this before. I wrote down how many times I went fast food. I went to Benihana's and all that stuff. Wrote it all down. Wrote the bills down. And I seen, man, I eat out a lot. You know, until I start meal prep, I'm like, man, I'm saving money. Yeah. You know, you save more money when you do that, and you watching what you eat. You know, you're doing a lot of stuff, and I think what happens is what people do, they try to lose 20 pounds, and they say, okay, I gotta lose 20 pounds, but it's the baby steps that is so important. It's the process. You know, okay, this week I lost 3 pounds. Okay, this week I ran. This week I did a sit-up, and I've never done sit-ups in a year. You know, this week I tried kale, and kale wasn't that bad. Okay, and this day I instead of running 1 mile, I ran 1.5 miles. So, and this day, you know, that's the beauty of it, losing the 20 pounds. Not just, oh, girl, I lost 20 pounds. No. It's those little steps that happens in between there that people forget. And that's why I say every ounce counts. Oh, look, girl, I've done a push-up. I've never done push-ups since I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, look, I'm walking. I have more energy now. I mean, I'm getting up early. I'm running. I'm praying more. I'm thinking about me more. I'm looking in the mirror. Oh, girl, I bought this dress. Oh, I'm down 2 sizes. So, you see, the way I'm talking, it's all going up. It's all positive. It's not, oh, girl, I need to lose this weight. Ooh, I want a burger. Ooh, I need some fries. Ooh, I need, man, I wish he put them chips away. Ooh, my boyfriend, he always making fried chicken, and he know I don't need to eat that. Ooh, he can, I don't see how he can eat fried chicken and not gain no weight. Ooh, my husband, he can eat anything, and he don't gain no weight.
Really?
Ooh, you know, it's, and now, what is that? That's not empowering you at all.
No.
It's not empowering you at all. And that's what I'm saying. You have to empower yourself. You have to empower yourself. Or get around some people who doing the same thing, or who you want to become, you know? How I'm going to hang out, how I'm going to lose 20 pounds, and I hang out with everybody who eat McDonald's.
That can happen.
I want to be a millionaire, and I'm hanging with people who are working at McDonald's. I'm sorry.
He didn't go there.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say how I'm going to get there, and not try to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And I have a goal.
Well, you got that. You have to have like mine. You said like mine.
I'm
where
sorry.
You trying to go?
If you're working me, I didn't mean, but hey.
Well, you're not going to get rid of it, y'all.
I didn't mean it like that. No, that's... I want you to be... let me defend myself real quick.
But people are going to take offense regardless of what you say.
That's true.
So, it doesn't matter. You're speaking on your opinions, and this is your opinion.
It's my opinion. I just feel like, you got to have a goal. If you're going to be there, but have a goal to do more if you want to do more. You can't be a millionaire working at McDonald's. That's just what it is. You can own it. Now, if you own it, that's a goal. That's a goal. So don't get it twisted. What I'm saying, you know,
that's it.
Don't get it twisted.
I mean, we're all in different levels and stuff like that. You know, it doesn't make you better than anybody, and it doesn't make me better than anybody. It's just that.
Keep it real.
Yeah, it's like you start somewhere. So if you start at McDonald's, good for you. Maybe next week you'll be at a higher.
Yeah, right?
Fast food restaurant.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to shift lead.
Yeah. You know, it's like, you're okay. It's okay. I mean, you can, like I said, start somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
But and I see another thing, how people, not just food, people go to drinking. Okay?
Yeah.
I know people go to drinking, and then they go to tobacco, then they go on to weed, and then they go on to pills and so forth and so on. All that is something there. Because you have to ask yourself, see, people don't ask themselves stuff. You know, you have to ask yourself, hey, why am I drinking every weekend? Like, why I have to have a drink every night? You need to ask yourself that. Like, why I have to? You know, why I have to smoke cigarettes? You know, why I gotta smoke a pack a day? Before you never, because you know, before all this, you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said it. Yeah.
And it's a reason, it's a void there, it's a feeling that you trying to, because it relieves my stress. I spoke to a girl the other day. She's like, "Oh, I gotta smoke cigarettes, man. I'm sorry. I have 4 kids. I gotta smoke cigarettes."
What?
I'm like, "Oh, you got to? Like, what's that void that you? I mean, you have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why? You know, it's a reason. It's a reason, and you need to find out what that reason is.
It's the same thing with food, though.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Wow. It's a reason why. So I'm saying all these things that stresses you, and you trying to get a feeling to overcome that stress.
So what are you suggesting, Mark? I mean, okay, let's say somebody is stressing because of where they work.
Okay.
But let's say they enjoy their work, but they're stressed at work. What do you suggest a person does? What do they do to satisfy? You know, because most people will go. Now, this is me. I'm not a candy person, but I like to eat. I'll go and pick up something to eat. I may not pick up the healthiest thing to eat when I'm stressed, but I'm going to have something right next to me. What do you suggest?
Okay. What I suggest is, okay, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to think of something simple. Okay. I'll think of if I want something to grow, I have to have, my soil has to have good soil. Okay?
Right.
So, So in order the soil to be good, I have to make sure the soil is good. So the atmosphere.
Right.
Okay. So if the atmosphere is good where I'm at, and then I'm watering it daily. You know, watering it daily. Then and have it with some sun. You know, being positive vibration, whatever. I have to have that, so then it'll grow. Okay. So at work, if I'm stressed out at work, okay, I'm gonna speak on myself. Okay, I speak on myself. When I was at work, I was stressed out because of the atmosphere, because I'm not. I have a gym, and in the gym we have a doctor, and we have physical therapists, and we do personal training. So we do 3 different things. So I remember my when I was there, I kind of felt uncomfortable. So I was like, man, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I said, okay, what I'm gonna do is my mom. Okay, my mom, she comes and she helps clean the gym. So I said, okay, well. I want my mom to. I wanted to go to lunch with my mom, right? So I said, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean up the gym, so she won't come. When she come here, she don't have to do nothing. So I'm gonna clean up. So I cleaned the gym up spotless, and I did it again the next week. So what I was doing was I was getting the soil ready, because I was already feeling kind of about everything and everybody. So I wanted to do something that I thought that was something I haven't done in a long time, where I figured like it was kind of below me or something like that. I mean, it's just me. I'm telling you how I feel. I felt like, because some people feel like that's below them, cleaning toilets. Now I'm cleaning toilet. I clean. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no job that I can't do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that way. So I went over and beyond, and I challenged myself. I'm gonna go 30 days, no matter what. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to do nothing for me. I'm going to do it because I love doing something for other people, and I love to do stuff for myself. And I think what happens is people want to control so much, but you can't control nobody. You can't control this person treating or saying mean stuff to you, or doing mean stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or being, she a jerk, or she, is being negative. You can't control anybody. But what you can control, you can't control your atmosphere. So if I'm cleaning up, and I'm doing everything in my area, how can you really be negative towards me? That it's not gonna work, because light pierces darkness. Right. Darkness never pierces light. So if you're a light in the room, it's up to you, if you whatever they say to hurt you, and you allow it to hurt you.
True.
You know what I mean? So if you so what I did, I cleaned up, and man, it smells good in here. Man, look at this. And then the patient was like, man, this is why I love this place. This place is always clean. Everybody's always nice. And it changed everybody else. Okay. It changed the employees, and it changed the patients that were there too. They're like, oh, man, this is nice. Oh man, you know, and I've been to other places. They try to send me. I was like, I'm not going there because it's not clean. It's not as clean as this place.
Right,
This place
right.
always smells good. And my intention was just to do better and do something, but I didn't know it was gonna do so much.
Right.
So the thing is, when you feel like you sacrificing yourself or you putting yourself last, you don't even know what you're about to do to other people and change the whole situation.
Wow.
Because you're limiting yourself.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So when I did that, I opened my eyes up to say, oh, man, I guess I am doing something right. Oh, okay, I guess my sister do see that. Oh, I guess my mama do see. She don't have to work. You know, she don't have to work and do all that and get on, you know.
Right,
I did it already. So I empowered so many people, and I only had one intention, and I got a whole bunch of intentions that I did and touched so many people's lives just because I cleaned up the restroom.
I cleaned up the restroom.
And they wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have to go over and beyond and not expect stuff. Because we always expecting stuff. Okay, you expect me to love you, or you expect, okay, hey, if I run 10 laps right here, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. No, you run 10 laps because you didn't run 10 laps yesterday. You know?
Okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah.
So now you're doing more than you ever done.
Okay.
I'm saying when you run 10 laps and you keep on doing it, then you lose the 20 pounds. And you get more because you didn't only lose the 20 pounds, you was tired and you still went. You was stressed out and you still did it. And you know now you're able to run and not be out of breath. Now you're able to breathe longer. Now you know what I'm saying, you gotta be able to have endurance. Now you're able to hold a conversation with people and empower other people about running.
Exactly.
Now you have to, it's the experiences about life. That's what it is, not the being negative and poor me, victim, all that. And that's what you're not. Nobody is a victim. You're not a victim. You go to work, you're stressed out, stop playing victim.
He said stop playing victim.
You're not a victim. You are the light in the room. You are the light. You can be the light. Change the way you think about whatever situation you're in.
Yeah. I think that's important. I think what you said in terms of how you see, how you view yourself and then others around you. What are you going to do for yourself that not only making a difference for you, but when people see it, it may make a difference for them for having seen it.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, man. If you get a big circle and put stuff around it, you are the circle. It's you. I believe that's what I believe. I believe it's you. It's you. And it's not saying being selfish in that, but I feel like you your own. You have your own world, your own world views. It's you, your circle, people around it. And you have your circle, and you have your people around you. Because you can touch so many people, so many people's lives. I can touch so many people's lives, but my perspective can be different than yours. But we still one. We still are one together. You know what I'm saying? So it's not I, you, me. It's us. It's us. And I feel, because let's go back to that example when I cleaned up and everything. It was, I did something and it changed us. It didn't just change me.
Right.
It changed the lady, how she thought about the place, how she's not going to go nowhere else. It changed her. It changed my mom, changed my sister, it changed the employee, it changed everybody just by me doing something that, me putting myself last, but actually I was first because I'm the one that did everything.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So, mark my words.
Yes.
Tonight has been one of those. It's a challenge, we talk about.
Yeah.
Mark. We always want to do something in life. We want to do something different. Women often will change their hair color, their hairstyle, clothes, you name it. This time of the year, it's getting springtime. Then we start looking at, we got a few pounds on us and what have you. I think you said some very key things prior to getting, for me, prior to me getting this size and everything, it's something it didn't happen overnight. So there were things that I allowed to play in my life, contributed to me getting to where I am. And with that being said, it's not going to happen overnight for me to get it off. Yeah. And I think most importantly, what I take away from what you said tonight is, what am I feeding my mind that keeps me bound in this position, so to speak? And so I've got to look back at, what do I need to change?
Yeah.
What do I need to change that's going to, quote unquote, change my life?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good.
So, you can't change yesterday.
Right.
Okay? You can't change the scale if it's 200 or it's 20 pounds overweight. You can't change that right now. Right now, you can't.
Okay.
You can't do it. I can't say abracadabra. I know I'm good. I'm the best. I'm the best you ever see. The one best you ever know. You know, to change people's bodies. I know. I'm sorry. You know, I brag. Okay. But anyway, you can't change it right then.
Yeah.
But if I could, it's cool. But it's all about the process, because it's not just losing the 20 pounds. You know, it's more about, you know, you waking up little earlier in the morning to do something for you. You know what I'm saying? You waking up a little earlier in the morning to make eggs, and then you telling your girl, man, girl, I remember I used to eat. We used to go to Jack in the Box, you know, for lunch, and now look what we eat now. We eating salads. You know, so now you're not just empowering you, you're empowering your coworker. You know what I'm saying? That's the process that we don't see, that we don't understand, that that's the good part about us changing. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to just go from A to Z. You know what I'm saying? And skipping all the steps in between. When you skip all the steps in between, you miss the experiences. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Oh, I'm tired today, and you got to wake up a little early, and you have to go run because you said you was going to go run. Commit to your commitments. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
When you commit to your commitment now, you're going to commit to yourself, commit to your husband when he say you want to do something. You're going to commit to your job when you say you got a project that needs to be done. You know, because you ran when you said you was going to run, you did it. When you said you was going to cook and meal prep for the week, you did it. So those promises you said to yourself lead you up to that 20 pounds and leave, you know, all that stuff. Yes, you may fail, but let's fall forward instead of falling backwards.
Fall forward.
Fall forward.
Wow. So, Mark, and y'all, we're getting ready to close out, but I was going to ask you, before you close your show tonight, what would you leave people with tonight? Somebody heard you tonight and wants to make that change.
Okay.
What's the first step?
You want to make that change. What I would do is write it down. Okay. I'll write it down. What I want to do. Okay, I would write it down because I believe in your handwriting. What you put down is something that's magical. I don't know what it is, but I feel like if I write down, okay, I want to, you know, lose 20 pounds. I want to get this job. I want to set this goal for myself. Right. Because I feel like you have to see it. Okay, so your heart on a piece of paper, your life on a piece of paper. Okay, I believe you have to write it down. That's what I would do. I would write it down. I would read it to myself 3 times a day. I would read it every morning. I would read it lunchtime, and I'll read it at night. I've done this, and that worked. It works. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
Let me tell y'all. That's why I'm here. I've said I wanted to be on the radio, people to hear me. Wow. I promise you, I did. And because I listened to Les Brown, and okay, I'm gonna go back to the 3 things. But I looked at it every day. I read it and now I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it. I wrote it down, and I believed in myself. I believed it. I didn't try to figure out how it was gonna work, because that's not my purpose, and that's for you. You don't have to worry about how things are gonna happen, because if you worry about how things are gonna happen, you're gonna try to control everything. But it's so much higher power than you can ever imagine that it won't work. I mean, you can't control everything. So I would write it down. I would read it 3 times a day. Okay. And I would go get closer to the action. Get closer to take that step. Take that step on whatever the action is. If you want to lose 20 pounds and that's your goal, okay, what's my next step? Find somebody who can help you get there. Yeah. Find somebody who can help you get there with a trainer, or you do it yourself, or you find somebody that you think you know and do the same thing. Right. That's what I would do.
That's cool. as we're getting ready, we're preparing to go. Y'all, this has been great tonight. It's been great tonight. This has been another edition of Mark My Words with Mark Hagan, y'all. You know, one of the things we want to say, I'm going to throw this out here before I turn it back over to Mark, and Mark is going to take us out of here. I know that. But, Mark, I just want to throw in a plug tonight. This coming Saturday, it's called, they're going to kill me.
Uh-oh. You forgot?
Yeah, but it's the authors. They're gonna kill me. They announced it on the broadcast on Tuesday night on Celebrity Tuesday, but I'm one of the featured authors, and so they're spotlighting authors. It's at the Applebee's, something like that. What's that? Right? Am I saying it right now? Yeah. Overall, but they said 290 area. You all, hey, it starts at 8 o'clock. It's from 8 until 10, but it's breakfast. You come and have breakfast with these authors. It's going to be, I think it's about 7 of them, myself included, and it's a book signing. I have books on hand, so come out, meet Coach Ray and some other authors. Get some books into your hand to help you, and seriously, whether it's to help you change your life or to have you just to enlighten yourself, entertain yourself, come out, support some African-American authors, y'all. Hey, it is what it is. I'm throwing it out there. This is an event put on by Push Outreach Ministries. You don't want to miss it. That's this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. breakfast. And it's only $10. You get to eat. I won't say, because Mark's in here, I will not say what they said you're going to have for breakfast. Okay? So I'll tell you what, let it be your cheat meal. How about that? See? But yeah, you want to join us this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Thanks, Mark, for letting me do that.
Oh, no problem. Well, okay, what I want to tell you about, I want to close out. I want to do a little plug for next week. Yes, next week I have a guest, a guy named Rob Bright. If you do not know who this guy is, he's a promoter, one of the biggest promoters in Houston for sure, hands down. He's a club owner. If you've been to Sugar Hill, you know who he is. You've been to Prospect Park, you know who he is. He throws the best parties ever. I went to Austin last weekend. If y'all see my Snapchat, yeah, you know what happened. It was crazy. Man, this guy's been awesome, man. He's been inspiring to me. He's been like a big brother, man, and he took me in and showed me some things showed me some experiences that I've never seen before, and I want to show everybody who's inspired me, and so they can inspire you, and show you that where he came from and where he is now, and show the different mindset, and that's what I really try to focus on Mark My Word, because I feel like it's a mindset for how you live. Yeah. It's a mindset change on how you can be. So you have to believe that you can change. So and when we talked about those things on how we can change and how we can do things, I said write it down. And you have to believe what you wrote down. It can happen. You gotta say your prayer and believe that it can happen. When you do that and you read it 3 times a day, it will happen. I don't care what. Don't worry about how. Because somebody can call you, somebody can elbow you, and you see him in the mall, and you talk to him or something like that, and you're like, hey, how you doing? You get his number, they get your number, and he can be your plug to where you think you're supposed to become. So don't just be open, and whatever you do, just pray, believe that it'll happen. On here, on air. Y'all, if y'all want to see us, it's on KIRC Radio. Y'all listen to us at 7 o'clock on Thursday. Okay, mark my words. It will be me and Rob Bright. It's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about just inspiring and what he's gone through, his challenges, and how he overcome his challenges. And I feel like if he can show y'all, and y'all want to go in that same direction, or y'all trying to overcome something, maybe what he says can touch your heart and change your outlook on life, okay? So I thank y'all so much for listening. I want to encourage you to believe in yourself, believe in others, and love yourself and love others. Okay, mark my word, and always remember, your faith in God is measured by the confidence you have in yourself. So have confidence in yourself, and once you have confidence in yourself, you have confidence in anybody else. Love you. Bye. Peace. It's like you're looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be. Man. Growing, getting better. They got kind of high. I think we did good. What y'all think?
Thank y'all for hanging out with us, Facebook. This was great night. Good night.
What y'all think about today?